2022 Pinarello Prince in a size 54.5, 8.30 kilos, and in pounds, we're right at 18 pounds. Stay tuned to after video where you hear free buy sound test on these Vision wheels. Thank you. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video, and oh my goodness, this is a beautiful bike. This is the 2022 Pinarello Prince with the updated Shimano Ultegra and their very own most carbon fiber wheels, which we'll get into in a little bit. I did a video a little bit ago talking about my bikes that I'm looking forward to seeing in person. I did not think it would be this quick. This bike retails for $7,500, and this is a new colorway. This replaced the last year's blue of the Prince. This is their new crazy looking blue. I know the camera makes it look like a little bit more dark, but it's definitely more royal blue in person. But the bike is absolutely gorgeous. I'll go over all the specs, everything on this bike. It is in stock here. It's a 54.5. It's in stock over here at Epic Cycles. I'll link to where their location is down below if you guys are interested in buying it. But man, this bike is gorgeous. So what the Prince is, it's basically one tier under the Dogma. This will be one level below the Dogma F. When you think Pinarello, you think of Dogma, you think of an expensive price. But the Prince is coming along being very competitive, and they actually give you a lot of bang for the buck of what this bike is. Now, also, where they get this technology from? Once the Dogma F came out, the F12 is no longer really a being seen as their top tier bike. So they actually trickle down a lot of that technology from the F12 into now their Pinarello Prince. So now this is considered their F12 kind of frame. This is their asymmetric rear design. The only thing difference is that this is going to be their T700 carbon series, whereas your F12 used to be their T1100 carbon series, or the Dogma F. But if you look at this looks very similar to what the F12 looks like, and at a little bit more of an affordable price. I mean, you literally put on a carbon fiber handlebar and cockpit on there, you got yourself one badass bike. So the Prince is at middle range, $7,500 budget bike that gives you a lot of bang for the buck. So I'm gonna go over the whole bike, the components, the wheels, the frame. I believe they also make this frame in a black and also a white, I think, but the blue just goes dumb hard. I'll post some pictures. I'll link it down below as well. You guys can check them out on my Instagram. I got some beautiful shots of this in the sun. Right now there's no sun, but man, I don't know. I know I'm talking a lot, but this bike is gorgeous in person. And this is, like I said, this is my first time I've ever seen most carbon fiber wheels. Most is their own brand by Pinarello. Maybe they'll do a high-end wheel later on down the road. But my first time, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, but I think this is my first time that I've ever seen these wheels in person. So yeah, let's start off with the cockpit. So starting off on this bike for $7,500, you do get an aluminum bar and stem on here as well. So keep that in mind. But like I said, it does give you some room to upgrade if you wanted to. I know people are going to complain about that and the weight and everything like that, but it's a beautiful bike. So you get aluminum most handlebar, 42 centimeter. You get the most handlebar wrapping tape as well, and then you get a most stem. You have this chimney on here just in case you want to go higher on there, you can, but people are probably going to cut that off as soon as they buy it, or you can lower it, whatever you want to do. Cables are fully integrated through the handlebar, through the stem, and down to the frame. And with the new Shimano Ultegra 12-speed, there is no more Di2 wires. It is only a full hydraulic cable that goes through the bar, through the stem, down to the frame. They have this gunmetal color that looks really nice and actually accents this bike very well. And then on here as well, we have the gorgeous Pinarello logo. So it's a matte black here with kind of this like dove gray, or like this like really a gray tone Pinarello logo. And then it says like this hyper blue. On here, on the phone, it looks electric blue. In person, it looks royal blue. So it's a gorgeous looking bike. They have their Onda DNA Pinarello, which is pretty much stands for the curvature on the bike. That's what they say when they mean Onda. So you have that little curvature that Pinarello is known for, that front fork, all those curves on the bike that make the Pinarellos look sexy. They have that on here. Now to the wheels. This is what's exciting. These are their most carbon fiber wheels. These are bladed spoke with a Vision hub, but it's a most ultra fast 40 millimeter depth wheel. I don't know the exact specifications on the internal width or outer width, but they look like a standard carbon fiber wheel. They are tubeless ready, but this bike is currently not set up that way. If you guys are interested in these wheels, I'm sure you could probably find the exact specs at Pinarello.com, but I like the idea of it. I think brand matching stuff, I think looks really cool. Before, I think the Pinarello Prince just came with fulcrum wheels on there, so this is a really cool bike. Tires as well aren't the best. They're Pinarello P7 Sports. Look more like an endurance tire, and they are a 700 by 26C setup. So you can just get rid of those tires, put on some nice fast tires, and again, you got yourself a fast race bike. But man, look at that color, dude. It looks gorgeous in this color. It's amazing. And with the new Ultegra Di2 on there, I mean, this bike is set up clean. With the Ultegra Di2, it's 12 gears in the rear, 2 in the front. I'll go over the gear ratios in a second. We're gonna bring it over to the disc brake side where we have a center lock disc brake caliper, a center lock disc brake rotor, which is a 160 millimeter on here, with the flat mount disc brake caliper of the new Shimano Ultegra. A little bit wider rotor clearance. They said 10% actually wider, and you have the new bleeding platform as well. You have here these little kind of ways to take off the wheels right here. You have this little turn skew on here, and then you have the beautiful Pinarello name on the down tube. This is a Italian bike. Well, they claim they're made in Italian still, and whatever, people can believe whatever they want. But it is a Italian threaded bottom bracket, so keep that in mind when you buy these bikes. Your local bike shop might not have these in stock, so if you ever did buy these bikes, you might want to look out to buying your own parts or outsourcing them somewhere else. But you have right here the Pinarello. You have the Think asymmetric sticker because they have these asymmetric designs where they kind of offset. But the bike is gorgeous. That blue is sick. That blue is beautiful. Going to the top tube, again, we have, like I said, the most stem, the chimney on here. This is a Tiger aluminum stem, and then this gives you a description of the bike. It is a Prince. It is a T700 carbon fiber, high strength carbon fiber, asymmetric or ASIM system, exclusive design, Pinarello. Pinarello logo here. Pinarello logo on that side as well. This is where you're going to tighten on the stem at, and you have the bolts that you can tighten out in the front as well. Going down to the down tube, you can see the waves and the curvature of the bike. This will be a junction box if you had old school Di2 or Campies in there. But yeah, this is pretty much just for old school Di2 on here. Water bottle cage is here, water bottle cage is here. You actually have a 3-part, so if you want to raise it or lower it, you could. On here we have the Ultegra front crank, 52 tooth chainring being the top, 36 tooth being the bottom. We have our Ultegra 12-speed chain, which can also be an XT chain, and the redesigned front Ultegra front derailleur, which is going to be more slim, more sleek, black looking, looks really good. Cassette in the rear is going to be an 1130 with the new Ultegra rear derailleur, and this is going to be your main control center. This is where you charge it, this is where you pair it, this is where you tear it, this is where you trim it, this is where you do everything. This is your main adjustment center right here. There's only 2 Di2 wires now on these new bikes. There's literally a wire in the rear right here, a wire in the front. They connect to a battery. There's no more junction boxes anymore, no more junction A, no more junction Bs. And this is where you go ahead and charge the bike back here as well for the Di2 electronic shifting. So you have the charger here, you have the pairing buttons on here as well. You have your lights to indicate what mode you're in as well. So this is your main system. Rear wheel again. This is their most ultra fast 40 millimeter depth wheel with the bladed spokes and the Vision hub. I'll give you a free buy sound test, just a little peek right now, but I'll do a full one at the end of the video. But they sound nice. I don't know if it's a paw engagement hub. I don't know if it's a ratchet engagement hub. Again, I would have to look that up to see it in person, but I'll have to double check it. You have this little asymmetric design for the rear triangle, which looks very resembles a lot of the F12 design, but you have the little Prince logo right here. And then you can see in the back, see how one side kind of looks closer and the other side looks more bowed out. They say this causes, or they say that this will give you a better lateral stiffness being asymmetric and not even. So that way that one side is, that it's gonna counteract and make it stiffer for the whole bike. Sun just came out. I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek of what this thing looks like in the sun, but absolutely gorgeous. Rotors in the back, again, same in the rear, 160 millimeter in the rear. You have the Ultegra flat mount disc brake and then another Pinarello logo here, and these massive through axle things are here. I forget, I think someone says these pull out. Yes, okay. So these can pull out as well, so you can take them off. Again, I just think they're kind of bulky, but is what it is. I'll get different skewers. That's the only thing I don't like about that bike. That looks dumb to me. You have the Prince logo here, Pinarello logo in the back, and then you have the Pinarello C-post right here as well. On all the Pinarello Princes, I think the white bike will come with a Pinarello, it'll come with a white painted C-post, the black one. Pinarello is known for doing that color match C-post, which everyone seems to love. Integrated seat wedge right here, which you're going to tighten down to 6 Newton meters to make sure that this C-post is not dropping on you. And then you have a Most saddle on here. Most is a brand made by Pinarello. Nice wide performance, or a nice wide platform, nice wide cutout to allow blood flow, and a short nose to not be in your way when riding. But man, this bike is beautiful. Tire on the rear is exactly the same. It is the Pirelli P7 Sport tire. Again, a more endurance tire, 700 by 26C. Again, just to go over the wheels, tubeless ready, bladed spokes, Vision hubs. But man, that bike looks absolutely gorgeous. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. This is the 2022 Pinarello Prince, $7,500 retail, aluminum bar, carbon fiber wheels, Ultegra Di2. But it is a beautiful bike, and it's a size 54.5 and weighed in right around 18 pounds, 7 ounces. I'll have the free buy sound test at the end. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Pinarello Prince free buy sound test on these most 40mm depth wheels and the Vision hubs. Here they come right now. 1 second, sorry guys. They sound good, they sound decent. Nothing crazy, not too loud. A nice engagement on the free body. All right, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.